Hey, you cool cat and kittens. It's Carol, the Big Cat Rescue. It's only fitting with the shirt, right? Alright, I'm gonna share this to my other pages. One is called Beauty by Rayahope, and that's like my VIP group that I have here on Facebook, so make sure you're searching and joining that. So again, it's like group. And then I'm going to share this to my Facebook page, which is just called Raya Coleman. That's like my actual page. You'll click the follow button and then we're like friends. But make sure that you are clicking the turn on live notifications, which you'll see 3 little dots up here. You can turn them on through that way. And then when you pop on, let me know where you're watching from. And if you guys have any makeup questions or skincare questions, just let me know. Sorry. Did anyone else just yawn? It's such like a sleepy day. Me and Ryan were just, this is my 2nd cup of coffee. And you'd think that I'd be like zinging, and really I'm like clinging on for dear life. But I woke up at 8, went to bed at like 11:30. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I did have a migraine yesterday, and it literally knocked me out like all day. I didn't get out of bed until like 3. It was so rough, but I'm feeling much better today. But I think that's why I must be tired. Like my brain is just tired. I don't really get them all that much anymore because I got this pillow that really helps, and then I have some preventative medication that I take. And I know you can get these pierced that will really help, but I have really sensitive skin, and I got this pierced in the 8th grade, you guys, and it's still it still goes through like a healing phase. Like sometimes it will get like not infected, but like irritated. So I'm not about to go through that with this. So, hello, North Dakota, Colorado, Canada, awesome. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? I feel like it's a very like solemn day, just like it's like blizzardy outside. It didn't work for you? Yeah, see, I've heard mixed things, but I've also heard exactly like Jackie, like I've heard that it's like completely stopped. So, but I have too much sensitive skin to deal with that. And I don't really get them that often. I maybe get them every other month, maybe every 3 months, but I've been due. So yesterday was a rough one. So I'm sorry I've been like so MIA. The pillow, I'll show you guys the one that I use on Instagram after I get off here, because I've been meaning to reshare it because I know you guys love it. It's such a good pillow. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name there is just Rayahope, and I'll show you guys the pillow. You said the part of your ear hurts like heck. Yeah, I've had that pierced and it was horrible. See, it's exactly such mixed reviews. What'd you do with your hair? I just like curled it slower today. Like I said, I'm like a little sleepy today, so I'm sorry if I'm not my usual peppy self, but yeah, I just used the little rev. My hair is growing so long. Usually I go into the salon every like 5 weeks, and obviously with all this happening, I'm going on like 6, soon to be 7 weeks, so I think that has, yeah, I don't know, my hair's just growing like crazy. I meant to do this before I got on, so I'm sorry if this is annoying, but I miss my hair girl, or my salon. I miss my hair girl too. If you guys need good tweezers, Unique has some under accessories. We have the tweezers, and then there's this right here, the pencil sharpener, which is good for the eyeliners and lip liners, and then there's also the brow stencils under there too. If you guys haven't checked out the little accessories tab on my website, rayahopebeauty.com, and then like I said, go to the more tools. That's where it's at. There's a bunch of really like affordable, handy stuff. Thank you. There's heels quicker than my helix. Oh, interesting. I know. I need a trim. I'm starting to get a little mullety. All right, so we're gonna throw on our makeup. Do some really quick glam. I'm going to show you guys an alternative to concealer today. I know that our popular colors of our Skin Perfecting Concealer are out of stock, so I'm going to give you guys another option for what you can use as far as concealer-wise. Am I blurry for anybody else? Quarantine there, no hairdresser right now, right? From Seattle, yes, my hair's so draining, I need your pillow. Yes, Judy, I'll catch me over on Instagram after this, and I'll give you guys what I've been using. Or what my pillow is, I should say. Waiting on your Kudos? Yay! If you guys haven't checked it out yet, the Kudos is the bomb right now. It's any foundation, any primer, and any facial brush. And if I were you guys, I would snag this one that I'm using. This is called the Powder Concealer Brush. I'm using it with the Liquid Touch Foundation, the shade Lace, just to get our coverage on there quickly, evenly, flawlessly. It's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything at all on your skin. And as you see, it quickly just totally evens out all of the coverage on your face. It's gonna mute any redness. It's gonna hide any blemishes. It's so, so good. And it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like anything. And it's so easy to blend and to build. It's such a good foundation. Now, if you're not sure what color you are, just message me and I can give you your recommendation on what products to grab. Always blend down the neck. But this is the one that I would use. Not blurry? Okay. If I am blurry for you guys, just exit out of your Wi-Fi and watch it on data. That seems to help sometimes. Or exit and come back in. Sometimes helps too. Okay, so that was the powder concealer brush. I'm actually going to use this side for my eyeshadow in a second. All right, so I'm just going to grab a teeny tiny bit more of my foundation just to build up the coverage and then to use with my blending buds. These blending buds are like the key for getting super smooth coverage, especially if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles or if you have large pores. And if you guys haven't checked out the new mattifying face primer yet, it is game changer, especially if your makeup just looks like it's sitting on top of your skin rather than looking blended in. The new mattifying face primer, that's what I have on my skin right now. It's so, so good. Completely blurs your imperfections, completely fills in all those fine lines and creases. I love, 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 love the primer. It's such like game changer. Yay! This month's Kudos, I think, is 73, 78, something like that. It's like 15% savings, though. It's a really good deal, especially if you are wanting to try the foundation or wanting to try the primer, not wanting to spend an arm and a leg. It's the perfect way to try out the makeup for being really inexpensive. And then, like I said, if you need to be color matched or if you have any questions, just let me know and I can help you. All you need is a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. I am, thank you. Yeah, 78, such a good deal. Your name is Raya too? Oh my gosh, how cool. Twins. All clear, not blurry, not blurry. Okay, good. I'm using the shade Lace. That's the foundation color that I am. But to get it to really blend really well, I always like to use a lighter concealer. So like I said, our concealers, the two lighter shades, Scarlet and Organza, are out of stock right now. So if you're looking for a concealer that's going to be very brightening, and if you are more of the type of person who likes concealer to be a really kind of thinner consistency, this is going to be a really fun option for you. So this is the Stick Foundation. So this is technically a foundation, which is also on sale on the Kudos, which is nice because then you could buy multiples of them and save even more money. We're going to use the shade Scarlet in the Stick Foundation as our concealer today. So I'm going to just pop this right on underneath my under eye. And like I said, a lot of people really like this instead of the concealer because of how kind of a thinner texture it is, but it still gives you incredible coverage and it still gives you a very nice bright under eye. It's also going to help to hide any dark circles, but a lot of people, especially those with a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on their under eye, really like this instead of the concealer. So this is another really great option. So that is the Stick Foundation in the shade Scarlet, and I just used a little on my little blemish that's healing down there, and there we have it. Just bumps up the coverage, conceals our dark circles on our under eyes, and is very like a thinner consistency. If you have dry skin, I would get the Glorious Face Primer. Do you have a promo code for launch? I do. Chantel, message me and I can give you my link. Yes, thank you so much. Am I blurry again for anybody? If you get free merch, have you thought about getting... Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning of this, Noelle. I hope you don't take Cedrin because the Clusteretics saw 2020 show that it helps stop taking them. Huh, interesting. No, I take Tylenol. Not blurry? Okay, good. All right, so now that we've used our concealers, which again, I use the Stick Foundation in the shade Scarlet for my concealer today, which is a really great trick if you're not in love with the concealer or you want something a little bit lighter for your like texture wise for your under eye. So fine lines, wrinkles, that would be amazing for you. And then of course I use the blending bud to buff that in. All right, so now I'm going to set all of my makeup so nothing moves around. So I'm going to take my dry beauty blender. Now this one's from a company called Real Techniques. And then I'm going to take my Touchable Hold translucent setting powder and I'm going to set my makeup with this. So what this does is it's going to absorb any natural oils that are trying to push through my makeup to move my makeup around. It's also going to create almost like a buffer between my skin and the environment. So if you live somewhere where it's really humid, this is a good trick. If you work around food, or since we're all wearing masks, it's a good little buffer there as well to prevent creasing. Now, if you have dry skin, you might want to either skip this step or use less of this product to set your makeup. But if you have oily skin, it's a really good trick. All right, so I just put it all on, and now I'm going to take my fan brush, and I'm just going to sweep all of this away. I think my concealer with rose water works well. Ooh, yes, absolutely. So blurry. I'm in Scarlet shade for... Is Scarlet the shade? Yes, Scarlet would be the lightest shade, so perfect for concealing. Don't know if you guys have... Okay, sorry, Scarlet is the concealer shade. So I'm using the Liquid Touch Foundation, the shade Lace, for all over, and then I use the Stick Foundation in the shade Scarlet for my under eye. So I use this as my concealer today. So like I said, it's a good trick if you want something lighter texture-wise and color-wise for your under eyes, or if you have really dry skin. The Stick Foundation is very hydrating, and it's nice because it's on sale in the Kudos. So I just took my fan brush and I'll just sweep that away. So just all that's left is a very fine layer of the setting powder. So it's just going to absorb any of those natural oils, like I said. So yes, that's called baking. And that was with the Touchable Hold translucent setting powder. Now, if you do have dry skin, you could just use less of the product using kind of like a tapered brush like this. Pat it in the mesh plating, and then you'll just tap on, and it'll do the same exact technique, just using less product. All right, so another way to highlight your under eye would be to take a Mineral Touch pressed powder, and this is in the shade Scarlet, but you can take any lighter shade. And I love this product because one, not only does it highlight your under eye, but it also is going to help your under eye not to crease. And if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, you can also use this step in place of the setting powder. So instead of using both products, you can just use the one. You can also do this with your true shade as well for setting your under eye. It obviously wouldn't be very brightening because it's your true shade, but it would still give you the same kind of idea. So if I use a stick foundation for my foundation that I don't use an under eye concealer, I would use a lighter shade for your under eye. I always recommend using lighter shades for your under eye because it's going to make it pop and it helps to conceal your under eyes even better. So if you did want to use the stick foundation as concealer like I did, I would recommend to get the shade Scarlet. I'm oiling my T-zone and driving routes. What primer should I use? You'd want to use the mattifying face primer, Beth, the brand new one that just launched, and then you will want to just bake or use a setting powder and just your T-zone. But if I missed anyone's questions, just holler them out one more time, because I don't want to have to scroll and waste anyone's time. But just, you can always message me also. If I missed your question, it's not intentionally, I promise. So just send me a message and I can give you a recommendation, or I can help you with any application questions or anything like that. The best way to get a hold of me is here on Facebook, just to message me. I am still rocking my original manicure from before all this stuff happened. I actually ordered some acetone on Amazon. I'm waiting for it to get here because then yes, I am gonna do my own nails. I ordered a like a gel kit, like a little UV light and stuff. I'm actually really excited to do it, but I am nervous to take them off. I've gotten just a fill, like acrylic fills, for 6 years, so I don't even know what's under here. What comes in the Kudos? The Kudos is any primer, any foundation, and any facial brush. Yes, I'm feeling much better today. Thank you so much. So if you are wanting to be color match, just message me for the foundation or anything. All right, so now I just took my same product, the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder, and I use the shade Taffeta for all over coverage. And this is just going to even everything out, and it's going to make everything last all day, absorb any natural oils, and really just keep all of my oils, all of whatever's going on. It's going to keep it looking incredible all day long. Is the brush used on your website? So this is one of the only ones that I use that's not by Unique. You can message me and I can give you the link to this. Just got the brush. Oh, yay. Awesome. Brush you're using for powder. So this is a big, giant, like, kabuki brush. But message me. I give you the link to it. You're about to do your own, too? Oh, my gosh. I know. We're all going to be looking like hot messes by the end of this. By May 1st. All right. So now we're going to contour. So I'm sure most of you have seen or heard that the beachfront bronzer is being retired. I'm like really bummed about it, but I know that they'll come out with something good. So send it off with a bang. If you haven't stocked up yet, make sure you do so because Sunset is already sold out. The only shade available now is Hermosa, which is my favorite. So I'm like, oh well. It's a really, 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 really great bronzer. Has very slight kind of pinky undertones to it. So it gives you like a really great sun-kissed glow to your skin. It also warms up your complexion really well. So if you are feeling like your foundation looks too light with the season changes or anything like that, the bronzer is an easy way to kind of fake that warmth to your skin. This brush, you guys, is also a part of the Kudos, and it is seriously the best brush in the history of brushes for contouring. Yes, sanity's intact. Thank you. I need that brush. Can you give a link to that big brush? Shannon messaged me and I can give you the link to it. Alright, so I'm just going to continue to contour. So I just like to go from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth. And then I'm just going to go back and forth. And then I like to swirl over the contour just to soften the outside edges so it looks very soft and very blended. No, I'm not going to my natural hair color willingly. Hermosa looks orange on me, so I use Malibu. So if you do have skin that naturally oxidizes, it could have that effect on you. What you can also use, and I'm going to start using this product actually when Hermosa sells out, which is probably going to be soon, is the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, this guy right here, but in the shade Chenille. So if you are looking for a new contour color, that would be the next best bet. One, it has no sheen to it at all. It is a mattifying contour because it's technically a bronzer, or sorry, it's technically a pressed powder, but it blends really nicely. So I'll probably use that on my next tutorial to show you guys how to do it. But I'm just going to squeeze the brush, run down the sides of the nose. I like to contour underneath the lower lip to give it more of that like shadowy, pouty look, and then around the jawline. So this is a really good trick if you are trying to hide that quarantine 15. You can do your double, triple chin right there. But wherever you put this is going to recede. Wherever you put something highlighted or not at all is going to pop forward. So we're really just playing with lighting. So see how it really makes my under eyes look brighter, makes my cheeks look plumper. It's just a very flattering technique to do to your makeup, and you can go much softer than this if you're wanting. Always swirl in the cap and then always tap off your brush will ensure that it goes on a little bit lighter. Hi Amy, welcome. Satin contour, oh that's a good idea. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to do the pressed blush in the shade Sisterly. This is by far my favorite blush color. It's finally back in stock if you haven't snagged it yet. So I am going to use the angled blusher brush with this, and then I'm just going to tap this on the apple of my cheek, working up to the hairline, and look at how pretty this blush color is. It just gives you the most gorgeous, glowy, dewy sheen. So if you have oily skin and you're wanting that dewy finish, this is a really good trick for you to do so. It also excuse me, also has like a really light sheen to it, so it almost acts as a highlight too. So if you're balling on a budget, which most of us are right now, it's a perfect like 2-for-1. Ah, thank you. Thanks, Sarah. I'm gonna give you guys full outfit details on my Instagram. The shirt's actually from Amazon. Finally get to watch you. Hope you're liking. Thank you. Okay, so now for highlight, I am going to do my Touch of Mode Luminizer in just the powder form today in the shade Iridescent. This is a really, really pretty kind of glowy white highlight. So if you're wanting something that will give you that really pretty glow, this is a really great product for that. And I'm just going to pop that on the highest parts of my cheekbones just like that. But see how it really just gives you this like iridescent glow, which is so fitting because that's the name of this, it's Iridescent. All right, And now we're gonna throw on our brows really fast. So if you haven't been keeping up with the website, which if this wasn't your job, I'm not sure why you would. But the brow pencil that I normally use is out of stock right now. So I'm gonna use our brow palette to do my eyebrows today. What color did you say the blush was? It was the shade Sisterly is the blush color. Yes, I will definitely be linking my outfit today for sure. The brush that I'm using, that was by the one with the white handle, was by a company called Stalazzi. It's just a fluffy brush. One of my actual other favorite brushes to use for doing that is one by e.l.f. Mine just broke, so I haven't been able to use it. But they're like $2. They're a really good, cheap brush. No, I'm much better. I usually don't get migraines longer than one day, thank the Lord, because I know many people who get them for like days. I couldn't, oh goodness, no. Do you use the medium or the dark pencil? I use the medium. My favorite shade, yes, it is mine too. Okay, so now, like I said, we're gonna do the brow palette for our eyebrows today because the brow pencil in medium and the dark are out of stock right now. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this, which actually kind of works out because I've been getting a lot of emails about showing you guys how to use this product. So it's meant to be. I'm going to link my outfit over on my Instagram, Ashley. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name there is rayahope. And you'll click on my profile picture on Instagram, and then that's when you'll see like the stories play. And I'm also doing a giveaway on my Instagram. All you have to do is like and comment on all the pictures I post this month. Super, super easy. I'm going to send somebody a goodie basket for whoever wins. I'm going to try ice for migraine. Give it a try. Lay my head on my pillow with ice. That's a good idea, Susan. I'll try that. Susanna, sorry. Okay, so for brow palette, I'm going to use the medium palette, which is perfect because all of the all of the brow palettes come with 2 powders, 2 highlights, and a pomade. But I really love that they come with 2 powders because not everyone is like cookie cutter. Sometimes your eye color, your eyebrow hair color falls in between. You know what I mean? I've definitely helped a lot of people where you're like, it's not light, it's not medium, I'm kind of in the middle. So this is perfect. So I'm going to use this darker color because that's the shade I am, but you also have this lighter color option, or you can use both and do more of an ombre look. So key thing of using the brow palette though is you want to make sure that you have this brush. So this is going to be under eye brushes. It's called the Brow Artist brush. This is the best brush to use with this product. So you're going to take the angled side, and you're just going to very lightly tap it in the pomade on both sides, and then whatever color matches your eyebrow hair, you're going to tap it in there as well on all sides. Then what you're going to do is I like to start with the angled side, and I'm going to like not push, but kind of very lightly press, very, very lightly, just like this, to create kind of where the end of your eyebrow is. So you're going to follow like the tear duct up. That's kind of where you know where to cap it off. And then I'm going to connect that with the bottom of the eyebrow, just like that. And then same thing on the top. I'm just going to connect those. Now, once we have kind of the general shape of our eyebrow, I may go in with a little more powder. And then I love how big this brush is because it's like the same exact shape of my eyebrow. So I just simply follow the natural shape and direction that my brow is going in. So then I might go in with a little more powder, and then I'm going to follow the tail just like that to darken it up. And then see where it's all like light right there? You're just going to color in. So I'm just going to do little pressing motions just like this. Press, press, press. And then same thing. And then eventually you'll get this really defined shape to your brow, and then you can really kind of start darkening it up just like that. That's essentially exactly how you're going to do it. And you can just go in until you really like the darkness or the lightness or whatever of your brow. Now this does go a little bit in with personal preference. If you like your brows to look a bit lighter, if you like your brows to be a little more bold, it's all personal preference, but you'll get the hang of what you like. It definitely takes a time or two to do it, to be like, okay, I did it too dark or I did it too high or whatever. But what I love about this product though is it comes with the 2 highlights, so you can flip this around and grab the flat end of it. Now the highlights are meant for like popping, but this whiter one actually acts as a really good little magic eraser, And this one's a cream, this one's a powder. So you just kind of tap your flattened side in there, and then see how I went a little bit too low right there? You just use this and poof, gone. Just cleans it up. So I love that you get both products in one. Does that work on redheads? So Marianne, you'd want the brow palette in the shade light. Or blonde, I think it's called. No, it does not smear. And then the pomade is actually what helps to like hold it all down. But common mistake most people do is they use too much pomade. So then your eyebrows look like shiny, which not a very flattering look. So I always, less is more. So I typically will only use the pomade once per brow. So tap on both sides like that. And then do the exact same thing on the other side. So just kind of very lightly press in the beginning and then connect it on top. Connect it on the bottom like that, and then start going through, and then I always grab a little bit more for the tail just so it's a little bit darker, and then I'll follow the top to go to the arch. Once I get to the arch, I'll start to come back down, and then it's all personal preference as far as how dark you go. Now, if you were doing more of an ombre look, what you could do is how I'm going, like from here on, and then you could switch to the lighter color and do the lighter color in the front. Again, it's all personal preference, what you like. How's my connection, you guys? I just saw my phone say it was low. I'm thinking of undoing from my Wi-Fi. Am I like blurry or glitchy? Oh, yay, Lauren, I'm so glad. So yes, if you have red hair or if you have gray eyebrow hair, you're gonna want the light palette. If you have dark hair, you can do the brunette like I am. If you have really dark hair or black hair, you're gonna want the dark brunette. What do you do with the pink? So these are both highlights. So you can use these on like your brow right here as a highlight. But I like to use the white on the flat side for kind of cleaning it up if I messed up or I went too low. I went funky, but it's fine. Okay. Okay, good. It's a little, I know, I'm sorry. I feel like it's the bad weather. It's like gonna rain here. Okay, so just like that. So that's how you use the brow palette. And it's in stock. And again, that was the brunette that I just used. But make sure that you grab the Brow Artist brush. It's like key. It's most important with doing that. But I really love how like sharp the Brow Obsession palette makes. All right, so now for our eyes, we're gonna do a super easy eye look. I'm actually gonna grab my powder concealer brush, the one I used for my foundation. I'm gonna use the flat side, and I'm gonna grab the shade Astute, which is just this matte brown, and I'm gonna throw that in the crease of my eye, just like this. And I'm not gonna go like very blended or very anything. I'm literally just going back and forth in the crease. So grabbing it here, I always swirl in the cap. You can tap some off, but this is a really good, if you're like less is more kind of girl, you don't want like a ton of brushes, you don't want a ton of product, this is a really good trick just for getting like a really pretty eye look. So again, I'm taking the shade Astute in the pressed eyeshadows. These are sold individually, or you can make a customizable palette like I did, but they are the biggest bang for your buck because the pans are gigantic. You get so much eyeshadow in them, and if you buy them individually, they're like $12, so that's not bad at all. So just taking Astute and just applying that on the crease and the brow bone of our eye, just like that, with the powder concealer brush. And then I'm going to grab my finger and I'm going to grab the shade Gentle, which is this metallic-y kind of pinky color. And I'm just going to pop that on the lid, just like that, and blend it out with my finger. Just something super, super fast, super, super easy. No crazy skill involved, just that. Same thing on this side. Gentle and Astute are the two colors. And then popping that on the lid, and then blend that out. Just like that. Found the pink better for cleanup. Ooh, yes, good idea. But I love that the brow palette, you get like so many different options with it. Love it, I love it, I love it. And it's honestly the best product if you don't really have any brow hair, because I know a lot of people have like really sparse eyebrows. the Brow Obsession palette, this guy, is the best product to get because it's not going to run out as fast as like the brow pencil would, because you're using less product to cover more distance rather. So it really is the smartest move if you don't really have like a ton, or if you're like shopping on a budget, this would be the smarter purchase. I know, it's growing so long, it's crazy. I swear by the products I've been using, you guys. If you need like a good hair growth regimen, message me and I can tell you what I've been using. All right, so now I'm going to use my eyeliner in the shade Perfect. This is just like a matte black. I love this eyeliner though because it actually stays where you put it. It doesn't build up in the tear duct. And it doesn't smudge, and it's creamy. It's only 15 bucks. It's an amazing eyeliner. All right, so threw that on, and now I'm going to set my makeup, and then I'm going to do my lipstick and my mascara. So I'm going to spritz. This is so important to do, you guys. It's so important for getting your makeup to look really flawless and to last all day. It's going to take away the makeup-y look. It's going to take away the powdery look. It makes everything just look so like together, melted, blended, and it helps everything stay in place all day long. So once we set that, now I'm going to use my lash primer. I don't really put eyeliner on my eyelid. I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller, and I love that like doe-eyed look. So I don't personally put any eyeliner on top. I mean, I might every blue moon, but typically no. I like to just put it on the inner waterlines. Is Forthright and Palette 1 for my brows? Ooh, that's a good idea. Had mine 3 years ago, and now I still got loads left. Love it. Don't you put eyeliner on top? Oh yeah. I already did. I did it really quickly. Alright, so eye primer on, just like it's a crime not to prime your face. Same goes with your lashes, you guys. This lash primer is the business. It gives your lashes the most length and volume. It also helps to hydrate your lashes, and it pairs really well with the 4D mascara. The shadows I'm wearing, I did Astute in the crease, and then I did the shade Gentle on the lid. So just the two. And I use the powder concealer brush, the concealer side, which again, that brush is a part of the Kudos. So it's a perfect brush to grab because it's a 2-for-1. Like you get 2 brushes in one. And then I just put on the shade Gentle with my finger. So super easy. All right, so 4D mascara. If you guys haven't tried this mascara yet, do yourself a favor, grab it today. It is the best mascara ever. It has fibers and gel infused in it, but the fibers are infused on the lower bristles so they don't fall out and they don't like go all over like most fiber mascaras. So this one is amazing. Oh, it's so good. I've never gotten so many compliments on my lashes in my life until this product came out. I get asked all the time what falsies I'm wearing. I'm like, oh, thanks, but they're all mine. Oh, thanks, Kathleen. You're so sweet. Kathleen, yes, message me and I can give you the link. Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? If you guys haven't done so yet, if you could, click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. It would mean so much to me, especially with the world right now. I could use all the word of mouth. I really appreciate that. So thank you if you have shared or if you have told your friends about me. I really appreciate you. All right, so eyes are done. Hopefully I didn't mess up my hair too much by doing that. Always flattens it a little bit. All right, so now for lips, I'm going to do a new lip combo. Shockingly, I'm going to use a different lip liner color. Oh, I know. But we are going to do the lip liner in Pompous. When you purchase long, the volume, what do you think? I love the low volume. It's a really good tool. Make sure you buy it from my link, which this is my launch link if you guys need it. I'll just type it out here. There you go. All right, so I'm going to go first in with the lip liner in the shade Pompous, and we're going to line our lips with this. And now this color is really pretty. It's kind of like a purpley mauve, but it's a little bit darker. But it is so stunning. So we're going to line our lips with this first. And I love our lip liners, you guys. They're so creamy. They glide right on. They're only 15 bucks. They're smudge proof. They're so good. Last time I shared, I had all men answer me. What does that mean, Pam? What men are answering you? Okay. So just like that. All right, so once we have our lips line, I'm gonna just fill it in just a little. Okay. Now, sorry. At least I did that not with lip liner in my hand. Alright, so now I'm going to take the lipstick in the shade Loaded, and this is a really pretty kind of darker mauve. And we're going to pop that on. And these two colors pair together really well. Alright, once we have that on, I'm going to blend it out with my finger. And this will soften the lip liner up a little bit. Okay. Wipe off my finger. And then now I like to, and this is a really good little trick, if you ever apply lipstick and it looks too dark or it looks too intense, this is an easy way to kind of tone it down. You're going to take your concealer and you're going to use the tiniest amount. I mean, a little pinprick. And you are going to pop that in the center, and then you're just going to tap, tap, tap and blend it out. Just like that. And see how it totally kind of alters the color? Just like that. All right. And then last step we're going to do with our lips. And again, this is a good trick at lightening the color. But if you haven't grabbed this color gloss yet, definitely must have. It's really, really good if you have dry lips because it's very hydrating. It's not sticky. It doesn't have a scent. It's only $15. And it comes with a little touch-up mirror. It's the shade Loyal. It's a certain color because I always use it on top of different shades. But it's just a clear gloss. So it's perfect for blending out colors and lightening. So just like that. Hence why it's a funny color. I should wipe that off before I put it back in. Just like that. And that's the lip look. Isn't that pretty? Little trick too, if you do go too low, take that flat end of your brow pencil and sharpen that up. Just like that. Ta-da! What is color corrector for? It's for like muting like really dark undertones, like dark circles or acne scars or anything like that. Thanks, Lisa. Face oil I think should be back in May if I remember correctly. Thank you. Thanks, Kelly. But if you guys have any questions or you need any recommendations or you're not sure what color of products to grab, just message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. You can message me here on Facebook or you can message me on Instagram. My name on Instagram is rayahope. And then, like I said, you can message me here as well. If you are not like tech savvy and you can't figure out how to message on Facebook, that's totally fine. If you go to rayahopebeauty.com, this is where you can buy all of the makeup, the skincare, the brushes, all the deals I've been talking about is all available right here, rayahopebeauty.com. And everything has a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you can just return it for your money back. And I can even help you do that. And then at the very bottom of my website, you'll see a little area where you can send me an email. So all of those are options for you guys. For my pillow, I'll go ahead and give you guys the link on my Instagram story because I have to get the link. So make sure you are watching my Instagram stories today. And yeah, if you have sunspots, how do you cover those? A really good option would be to mix your foundations. So mixing the Liquid Touch with the BB Flawless is a really good option. The stick foundation is really good coverage. Also the concealer, there's tons and tons of coverage options. Just message me, Danielle, and I can give you a regimen on what you should use. Lisa, it really depends what products you're wearing on your lips. But a little trick for me, for example, is whenever I do my lipstick, I try not to eat or drink anything for like 5 to 10 minutes to give time for my lipstick to saturate into my lips. Also thin layers. Applying your lipsticks in thin layers will actually help prolong the wear of it because there's not like a ton of product to transfer off. Another trick is lip liner. You always see me use lip liner, and the reason for that is so my lipstick doesn't bleed into my makeup, and also the lip liner helps to contain it all in place. You can even line your whole lip with lip liner because it is smudge proof. It'll cling onto the lipstick even better. So again, tons of options. Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll do like a really like no makeup look for tomorrow. So if you guys want to catch that, make sure you're here on Facebook sometime tomorrow. Make sure you click that turn on live notifications button up here. Make sure you share this bottom left-hand corner to your page and message me today if you have yet to grab any of the makeup. Definitely check out the Kudos. It's such a good deal. You get any primer, you get any foundation, including the pressed powder, the stick, all of that, and then you get any brush. So these would be my pick. Powder concealer brush, liquid touch foundation, and the mattifying face primer. So if you're not sure what products to grab, just message me. I'd love to help you guys. And I'll see you guys over on Instagram for the rest of the day. Bye.